Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Riley. I'm currently the ag teacher at Troop High School in LaGrange, Georgia. I have been here about 9 years. Before that, before that, I was actually a career tech director in Chambers County, Alabama for 3 years and taught high school ag in Talladega, Alabama for 22 years. Before that, I taught 1 year of middle school agriculture in Douglasville, Georgia. So I guess I've had kind of a broad range of educational placement through my career in agriculture and seen a lot of the changes and things. I'm also currently employed by Auburn University and teaching some courses for them as from an adjunct professorship. When I began teaching agriculture, and as I began teaching at the high school level in 1982, things weren't really a whole lot different than when I was in high school myself. We were still 5 years from having a computer in the classroom, if you can imagine that. I told Dr. Clemens, agriculture is a continuous evolution, and really a lot of the things that have occurred over the next 25 to 30 years made my life a lot easier. It was pretty much a male-dominated curriculum. Girls were strongly discouraged from signing up for agriculture classes. Boys were strongly discouraged from signing up for family and consumer science. So you kind of get a picture of where we're at then. But it began to change gradually. I think my first year at Talladega, I had 2 girls in my program. When I left the classroom in Talladega 22 years later, my classes ran about 70% female. I discovered along the way that recruiting strong female students helped a lot in building up the CDEs and leadership type skills. In the classroom, the biggest advancements was getting away from a chalkboard type environment, getting to interactive boards where you could utilize a lot more technology. But it also affects the shop. The same shop that I've always taught in, now my equipment is saw stop equipped, which makes it much safer and better for the students that are involved. As you look around, we have laser technology with a lot of our equipment, things that were totally absent. I think that from the shop standpoint, the technology things that we've added have made the shop a lot safer type of environment to be in. And it's made the classroom much more broad spectrum of activities that you could do. I had a real well-equipped classroom. Other than chalkboards, we did have the 8mm film strip projector where you could show and they had a little cassette tape. Maybe some of you can know what a cassette tape is. So you could have sound with your film strip that you could put on the wall. We also had transparency masters, and that was a great thing. Little clear acetate sheets that you wrote everything on and projected them onto the wall. That was our version of a smartboard then. And I was pretty pleased to have all those things because a lot of people didn't have them. Things kind of progressed, and we were able to use television in the classroom a little bit to show some of these things. And things evolved. We started getting computers a little bit more involved in the classroom, and things just kind of gradually evolved from that to where we're at now with the interactive smart boards, just a wide range of technology, LCD projectors, all that's replaced all that old technology, and it allows you to use really up-to-date stuff. And today's learner is so different than those learners. I guess they were much easier to impress. I think we're going to see more and more interactive technology. You got simulators for everything, and I think you're going to see more and more of that. You're also going to see, I was talking to Dr. Clemens earlier, there's a lot of research going on now to develop a Siri type response so that farmers and people in agriculture can get answers to the questions they need quickly and readily. And I think we're going to have to prepare them for that. We're going to have to constantly try to stay on the cutting edge of technology and use that technology to our advantage.